Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to interview series with Sia. And today we have a very special guest with us. So before that, I will just introduce myself in one short sentence that I am an empath coach, practicing as a healer and life coach and specializing as empath coach. So my journey is all about first connecting with myself as a healer and connecting with other people and encouraging them to go on a journey of self development, inner world, and connecting with yourself first, and then the world completely changes for you. So that is what we are going to discuss today with our guest. We have Nafees from Hyderabad, who is a relationship coach and individuality coach. So a very warm welcome, Nafees. Very
Thank
warm welcome.
you. Thank you so much, Sia. I am feeling so thrilled and very blessed actually.
So grateful to have you here, and so grateful to have this conversation with you over this video series.
Thank you. Same here. I'm also feeling a lot of gratitude towards you that you have selected me for this. This is such a honoring thing actually for me being with you
I'm just
in.
so happy that we are so good friends and such a good companion as a coach. So let me tell you guys about Nafees. She is a very encouraging person who I met last year, and she is a delightful person at heart and a very good friend of mine. So let's hear it from Nafees in her own words. Please introduce yourself.
Surely. So I'm Nafees Mathew. I'm from Hyderabad. And I'm blessed with two kids, and I've been blessed, even blessed in a relationship for married since last 15 years. And I'm actually, my kids are in teens now, so that is a different experience I am feeling right now. They both of them have entered their teens, so that is one of the something different feeling for me altogether as a mother. So that's about my personal life. And coming to my professional thing, I have been into corporate since last 20 years. I do had little break in between because I have to take care of my kids. So for that, I feel equally proud that I have also been a very good mother by just, choosing that motherhood in between my career. So
Amazing.
that is all about my career thing. And right now I'm working again in corporate. I am back to the market. Like, I had a little break during COVID again, and I'm now again back to corporates. And also, parallelly, I'm just doing my passion, that is life coaching. So I'm a relationship coach. So basically, it's all about the relationship itself and finding out that kind of a best in yourself, that best version, and coming up with your individual personality altogether. So I was like always into that thing. I That has thrilled me to just find out that individuality factor in you. So that's it about me.
Awesome. Awesome. So I see a different glow when you talk about individuality. I on your face, like it shows up in your eyes lit up when you talk about individuality. So what is something you have achieved in you that you have been able to connect with? What is your purpose? So how did this journey of life coaching start for you?
Yes, of course. So the first thing, yes, as you told, as you mentioned, that spark has come into my eyes when I spoke about individuality. So I think that has pushed me into this thing by just understanding that why individuality matters to me a lot. Because as I said that I am being married since last 15 years, and I'm a very happy going person. I'm a very happy person since childhood, and I never had any issues or any concerns in my lifetime, in my journey, ever with anyone. I've got wonderful parents. I'm from basically a defense background. Like, my dad was in Air Force, so our upbringing was totally different. Like, अदर डिफेंस के बच्चे थोड़े से डिफरेंट होते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है।
Yeah.
थोड़ा सा उनका घर का माहौल डिफरेंट होता है. So things were very good. I have two elder sisters. They've like seen me like a small kid, a kid sister, like kind of a stuff. I am for them, and I was a quite a pampered child. So
Yeah.
I never had any issues. That should like all was so well, and I'm married to the person whom I loved in my life. And yes, of course, there were some up and downs in the married life or anything. Even as an individual, also I have faced little issues or challenges. So later on, in spite of and in coming to career also, The career was always very good. I always got very good opportunities. I've attracted, and the hikes were so good. Even financially, I was always stable. There was a lot of financial freedom also. That kind of independency I've got, even being into Islam family. I'm from a Muslim background. Like, still, my parents were so open minded, and three of us, like all my even my elder sisters, we all are well educated. My mother was very strong in that way. So that is also again a fortunate thing, because that is really,
Yeah.
you know, something which is important for a women actually. So in that way, my mother was very good in supporting us to get educated, and that is also very good. So at the end of the day, things are so nice till now. Still in that all goody things, somehow maybe when COVID hit in 2019, so I was working. I got to just work from home. That time I have realized few things, you know, because when I got married, and I'm a kind of a person, I used to be quite perfect with things. Okay, कि ओके फाइन, सब कुछ अच्छा, अगर खाना बनाओ तो अच्छा बनना चाहिए एंड एवरीथिंग, एक
Yeah.
तरीके का प्रेशर रहता था सर पे. तो यस, ऑफ कोर्स एकेडमिकली उतना आई वाज नॉट ग्रेट, बट वट एवर आई यूज टू डू इन माई बेस्ट वे, माई ओन बेस्ट वे. आई यूज टू थिंक लाइक दैट, आई यस आई डू हैव प्रेशर इन माई माइंड. तो वहां पे देन इट स्टक मी कि आई एम अ यूनिक पर्सनैलिटी. आई शुड नॉट कंपेयर माई सेल्फ विद एनी वन. इवन मैं कोई रेसिपी भी चेक करती थी ना, तो सोचती थी एग्जैक्टली वैसी बननी थी. वो प्रेशर आ जाता था सर पे. तो बाद में धीरे धीरे आई गॉट रियलाइजेशन, यू नो, कि वो कोविड टाइम पे जब आप घर पे रह गए, एंड आपका शायद से थोड़ा सा, मतलब आप यू वर कंप्लीटली इनटू वन चार दीवारी के अंदर, देन आई स्टार्टेड अंडरस्टैंडिंग माई सेल्फ. देयर वर सो मेनी फैक्टर्स विच हैज कम अप. And then I thought, okay, fine, let me just see that what is going on with me, why I am not able to align with people around me, even the situation, the circumstances. I was like quite irritated, anger issues were there, and I was not that calm with myself. Yes, that time then I have realized that let me just check it out. And then this life coaching thing have got stuck, like that got click into my on my screen. I thought of doing my 5-day program, which was done by our mentor. We have a common mentor, Shilpa
Yeah.
Singh. So then I started doing it. What is it all about? Mindset and all stuff. What is the vibration and energy they speak? Let me try it out, because I am a kind of a person who tend to learn a lot of things, new things. This is one of the thing which has come on my way that time. It's been 2.5 years I've been practicing this thing, and that has linked me to one or other thing. And I was just doing my courses from then. I was keep on learning. I was getting into it. It just attracted me. Ki, okay, fine. This is something, you know, I was searching, which has connected me to the people.
Totally. Yeah, I can totally relate to that part. Like, COVID period was very intense for a lot of people who felt different personality of themselves in that period.
Yes.
So I can totally relate to that. And just excuse me. Oh, sorry.
No worries. No.
So I got an urgent call. So yeah, so I can totally relate to that part of COVID where people completely felt a different side of them when they were at home and all. So yeah, that's where your coaching journey began, right? So tell me one thing, Nafees. What was the the biggest breakthrough that you got in your journey, like when you were learning, when you were implementing the coaching practice on yourself? What was your biggest breakthrough in that journey?
Of course, that is something very good question what you've asked me. Breakthrough is something, you know, which is which will make you realize something, which will make you understand that okay, fine, now this is the time I need to just move ahead. So in same thing, like connected with coaching on January 2022, I have actually started with my coaching training. That time I was hit with COVID. Well, rather, COVID was over that time,
Yeah.
and I got hit with COVID. That was a major breakthrough. The thing was like it was just going on. I was all alone, and I was isolated. So in that isolation, yes, of course, I got connected with myself. What relationship I have with myself. If I am in a situation where I'm feeling so low, physically, mentally, and my mindset is like not allowing me to think something positive about me. Because when you are hit with something in health wise, you will come to know that what's going on in your mind. And that time, actually, a major breakthrough comes when you understand yourself and you have to make yourself calm at that, because I think that was a period wherein I have understood my career goals. I've understood that as a mother, how strong I need to be. I've understood that as an even wife, how I have to react if people, because when what happens, I'm a person, who will look after everything. Like कि किचन में जाना है, फटाफट से आज सुबह उठ के खाना बनाना है, बच्चों के लिए कुछ करना है, पैरेलली हस्बैंड के लिए भी कुछ करना है, बनाना है, एंड देन सारे रिलेशनशिप्स को भी इम्पैक्ट रखना है, एंड देन ऑफिस भी जाओ, प्रोफेशनली भी यू हैव टू बी इन दैट पेस,
Yeah.
हाई पेस में रहना है एंड एवरीथिंग. सडनली आप जब कुछ ऐसे बीमार हो जाते हो ना, वेर इन यू आर एवरीथिंग टू समवन, people are actually quite dependent on you because you have made that kind of a image for yourself. आप पे सब डिपेंड हो जाते हैं. अरे सुबह की चाय नहीं मिली, ओके फाइन, क्योंकि नफीस डिडंट गेट अप राइट टिल नाउ. अच्छा कॉफी नहीं आई क्योंकि अरे मम्मा देर से सो रहे हैं, इसलिए शायद दूध नहीं बना अभी तक. Like I was like quite late to the bed, like getting up from the bed and all. So my son and he came, he told mama भूख लग रही है. I told एक दो अंडे उबाल के खा ले, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. So see, that's how we actually tend to make people dependent on us. We don't understand that other than being a wife or being a mother or being a daughter-in-law or being a sister-in-law or being a daughter or anything, you are the role you are playing. Other than that, you are somebody who have to take care of yourself equally. So
Right.
when I got hit with COVID and I was isolated, there was help. It is not that there was no help for me. My husband was completely with me, but still I was missing my family around me. Yes, that time nobody can come near you, but still I was into that isolation, and the mindset was quite disturbed way, and I was all thinking about that thing कि मैं उठ नहीं पा रही हूँ, मैं कुछ बना नहीं पा रही हूँ, अपने लिए कुछ नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, and everything. That was a major breakthrough, I thought. Then that time I was into coaching also. I was actually equally taking the coaching classes, and then I thought कि I have that power as an individual, I can actually do it. And whole January, I think my coaching was done, and I was into that COVID period only, but still I tend to do it. So I thought this is the power I've got. People are dependent on me because I have made that image. I can actually take rest. If I fall sick, it's my thing. I should not feel guilty about it. That
Yeah.
time I realized it's okay to fall sick. It's okay to feel low. It's okay to be into a mindset which is not aligning with your own personality. So that is a breakthrough for me. Okay, it is okay. Don't worry about it. People still will go on with their life if I am not there. So that is something which has given me a lot of power in.
Amazing. So how universe puts you into situations where you need to get that lesson from. So I was just getting goosebumps listening to this part of your story. So from this, I can always relate to my thing that I consider the challenges as opportunities. So I always look at, like, after a period of time when I went through certain things, after that period, I have imbibed that quality that I look at challenges with a good perspective that, yeah, they are opportunities. So this is how you also converted uh, your low period in life into something which give you a major breakthrough.
Yes, of course, it has made me meet myself and made me
Awesome.
understand that I am powerful, I am an individual, I do have that kind of a right to take care of myself. About,
Amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, and I love that part that दो अंडे उबाल के खा ले क्या फर्क पड़ता है. So true. Right. So
या बिकॉज हम लोग ये सोचते हैं यार, हमको जो नहीं आ रही, मैं उठी नहीं हूँ अभी तक, अरे यार सुबह से कॉफी नहीं बनी यार, कुछ बना नहीं है नाश्ता, सब भूखे रहेंगे क्या, ये है वो है ना, क्यों, नो इट्स ओके. आपको आज थोड़ा देर तक सोने का मन कर रहा है, आप सो जाइए, कोई बात. अगर किसी को भूख लगती है तो कुछ बना के खा लेंगे, किसी को अगर चाय की तलब होती है तो बना लेंगे अपने आप के लिए. आजकल तो स्विगी भी है, जोमेटो है, ऑर्डर कर लीजिए, चाय भी ला के देते हैं वो लोग.
oh wow, I didn't know that.
या
Lovely. This is such a fun conversation, no? So the next thing that I want to ask you is, when did you feel that, you have fallen into love with this person, like now who is your husband? When did you feel that? When was that? Like, tell us something about that.
Yeah, surely. See, it's not about that you falling in love with somebody. I believe that first falling in with love with someone, you have to fall in love with yourself.
Right.
But now I feel that I actually miss that in my life. It's not that I have not selected a right partner for myself, but I suggest from my end, because after few years, definitely things will become very mundane for you. It is like, same routine or whatever. Initially, yes, why I have selected my husband as, like, as my partner, and I have fallen in love with him because I have one very big value of mine, which has totally aligned with him at that time. Like, I'm talking about 2000. It's been 23 years actually we've met.
Yeah.
Exactly in 2000, I've met my life partner first time.
So you don't need to
So,
count the number of years of anniversary. Like 2000 है तो जो साल चल रहा है वही anniversary है.
वही तो इतने साल के बाद वो जब जब तो हम लोग काफी आई वाज सो यंग एंड ऑल एंड तब मुझे लगा लाइक फॉर समथिंग ही हैज बीन स्टूड फॉर मी as a friend, and he told that there is something called respect, and we need to do that, and a woman has to be respected to the core, and that is something which has hit me, and I just saw that spark in my eyes, and I've fallen in love with him because of that quality, that he has that respect for a woman, and he thinks that a core value what you should give to a woman is only a respect, not only love or not only anything else. But if a respect has been given to a woman especially, then a woman actually can be refined in a different way. She can become very powerful. So a man has to do that first. So I think that is my core value, which has actually aligned with it. You have to understand your values first. That I have understood later when I started doing my coaching journey. I was into all this metaphysical teachings. Then I've understood, okay, fine, we need to align with our own core values, the kind of a behavioral patterns we carry with ourselves. That has to align. If though that doesn't align, that means it's getting hit somewhere. We need to get an awareness. Self awareness has to be there. I think that is the major thing which has made me fall in love with. So
Awesome.
the kind of a respect he carries for a woman.
Okay, that's so lovely, and that's a beautiful perspective to have, and that in that generation, in that period of time. So, tell me something about what difference do you see now, like the generation of today. What on what basis do you think that they find partners? They look for partners. On what basis they look for? Like, you must have
Of course,
experienced.
yeah. But I really can't judge because now the trend has changed. Now things have, the way we look at things, every generation is different actually. When our moms were there, they had a different perspective altogether. And now the generation is actually more well versed with so many things around them. Like, digitally we have become so strong. We know, पहले तो हमको मतलब हमारे टाइम पे तो व्हाट्सएप वगैरह नहीं था, वो बाद में आया, मे बी थोड़ा और टाइम के बाद आया। फोन्स भी नहीं हुआ करते थे रादर, मतलब कि मैं कभी किसी बाबा आदम के जमाने की बात नहीं कर रही, रिसेंटली बात कर रही हूँ 10-15 साल पहले भी नहीं थे।
Right.
तो फोन्स भी हम लोग रादर, आई यूज टू कॉल माई हस्बैंड फ्रॉम अ फोन बूथ, और
Oh,
रादर हम लोग ऐसे भी करते थे कि भाई एक रिंग देके छोड़ देते थे घर पे मिस्ड कॉल, कि
okay.
हमें पता चलता था कि वही कॉल आया, देन आई शुड एक्चुअली डायल बैक दैट नंबर और वट एवर, आई जस्ट एंड तब रिलायंस के फोन हुआ करते थे छोटे छोटे से एंड एवरीथिंग, नोकिया के फोन हुआ करते थे। सो अभी क्या है, अभी तो थिंग्स हैव चेंज्ड, अभी तो कितना कुछ हो गया है। अभी यू हैव इंस्टा, यू हैव डेटिंग एप्स, यू हैव सो मेनी थिंग्स अराउंड यू। डिजिटली आप बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं, बट see, digitally चाहे कितना भी कर, at the end of the day, I think the partners today have to understand themselves. पहले you have to just understand, get that working with your own self in every way. If you really want to love someone, first you love yourself. Love each and every part of your body. Love each and everything, the behavioral patterns you have within you. Start forgiving yourself for each and everything. Start paying that gratitude to yourself, then think of aligning with others. But I think वो एक चीज मिसिंग है, because कुछ ज्यादा ही टेक savvy हो गए हैं सभी, कि हाँ
Right.
भाई दे विल जस्ट चैट, 2 मिनट चैट कर लिया या फिर देख लिया एक दूसरे को या फिर कुछ भी कर लिया, तो जल्दी दे आर नॉट गेटिंग इनटू वो टेक कनेक्शन हो रहा है, ह्यूमन कनेक्शन या स्पिरिचुअल कनेक्शन थोड़ा सा कम हो गया. But I think again it is coming into picture. It has become a little firm when people are actually getting into all this life coaching or metaphysical teachings and everything. And that is actually धीरे धीरे it's again coming up. So वो होता ऐसा नहीं है कि लोग spiritually connect नहीं हो पाते हैं, but yes, हम लोग को थोड़ा सा टेक्नोलॉजी से बाहर आके थोड़ा अपने आप से कनेक्ट होना पड़ेगा. जब
Of
हम
course.
सुबह जब उठते हैं, डेफिनेटली प्लीज कनेक्ट विथ योर सेल्फ. डोंट सी द फोन इमीडिएटली. डोंट सी द कि मैसेजेस, अच्छा आज मुझे गुड मॉर्निंग मैसेज आया क्या मेरे बॉयफ्रेंड से या फिर मेरे हस्बैंड से. मतलब वही होता है ना, अगर नहीं आया तो गुस्सा हो जाएंगे, यार मेरे को आज तुमने गुड मॉर्निंग क्यों नहीं भेजा. ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता है. फर्स्ट यू कनेक्ट विथ योर सेल्फ. अपने आप से तो प्यार से गुड मॉर्निंग बोल लो. अपने आप से तो प्यार से आई लव यू बोल लो मिरर में देख के. अपने आप से सुबह
Right.
उठ के बोलो कि यस यू आर लुकिंग ऑसम टुडे, वाओ आई लव यू सो मच. सो वो उसके बाद देन यू चेक योर फोन एंड टेंड टू हैव दैट थिंक कि आपको किसी ने गुड मॉर्निंग भेजा है नहीं भेजा है. वंस यू डू दैट, वो एक चीज अगर हो जाएगी, अगर आज के तारीख, अगर आज के जो वक्त का ट्रेंड है या फिर बच्चों में जो भी है, जो 20s में है अपने या 19s में है एंड एवरीथिंग, जब अपने टीन्स के इसमें चल रहे हैं दौर में, if they try to connect with their own self as soon as they get up from their bed and just have that gratitude to for them, for their own qualities what they are holding, then start expecting from others. खुद
Yeah.
के ही क्वालिटीज को आप एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहे तो यू स्टॉप एक्सपेक्टिंग फ्रॉम अदर्स कि वो आपको किस तरीके से प्यार दें. सो आई थिंक दैट इज थोड़ा सा मिसिंग टुडे. आई डोंट से दैट आजकल का बहुत अच्छा है जनरेशन, बट थोड़ा डिजिटली से बाहर आके स्पिरिचुअल होने की जरूरत है,
Yeah, so
कनेक्शन बनाने.
everything has gone into that direction कि yeah, everything is happening so quickly. Like
यस.
earlier you mentioned कि Swiggy है,
हाँ.
Zomato है, वैसे ही dating apps भी है. So everything is so quick. Like you just left swipe, right swipe, and find out people who look appropriate for you, but they may not be. So until and unless you know yourself, you will not be able to find someone who would really appreciate you being you. So
Now, why I'm telling you this, that why you have to connect with yourself, because you should try to find out that one major value, what you're holding with yourself. What is that which is actually aligned with yourself? क्या चीज ऐसी सोच के आपको इतनी एक मुस्कुराहट आ जाएगी आपके शक्ल पे? क्या आप अपने आप को आईने में देखते हैं तो आपको खुशी महसूस होती है? When you just really, when you really even when you are whatever it might be, when you connect with yourself, even when you get ready, तो आपको अपना अच्छा लगता है कि आपको you feel good कि okay, without comparing with yourself with anybody, can you just go and just take some dress for yourself and dress up without just checking out on yourself कि मैं मोटी हूँ या मैं दुबली हूँ या फिर मैं गोरी हूँ या काली हूँ या जो भी हूँ. नहीं, आज मुझे ये पहनने का मन किया एंड आई नो दैट आई लुक द बेस्ट. क्या वो क्वालिटी इनकलकेट करना जरूरी है? दैट यू हैव टू गेट इन टच विद योरसेल्फ. देन
from
यू स्टार्ट
this,
एक्सपेक्टिंग.
yeah, from this, I got reminded of something that a lot of people, like especially women, they take a lot of opinions from other people. Like क्या मैं ये ड्रेस ले लूं या मैं वो पहन लूं. Like how important is it to be confident in that thing for yourself, that whatever you choose, whatever you think is right for you is not going to get changed because of somebody else's opinion. So how
यस.
important is it to understand that thing?
या द बेस्ट पार्ट इज मेरे को फैशन, स्पेशली फैशन इज समथिंग कि ट्रेंड तो बदल रहा है. अभी किसी पे पैरल्स अच्छी लगती हैं, किसी पे बेल्स अच्छी लगती हैं, किसी पे मे बी टाइट्स अच्छी लगती हैं, बट वो जरूरी नहीं है. दे एक्चुअली फैशन इज समथिंग व्हाट यू फील कंफर्टेबल इन.
Hmm.
इफ मैं अगर चूड़ीदार पे ही अच्छी लगती हूँ, इफ आई वेयर लायरा ड्रेस, इफ आई लुक दैट गुड इन दैट ओनली, आई वेयर दैट. अगर मुझ पे लहंगा अच्छा लगता है तो आई वेयर लहंगा ओनली. इफ आई फ्रॉक्स अच्छे लगते हैं तो फ्रॉक्स ही पहनूंगी. इट डिपेंड्स. व्हेन यू सी योरसेल्फ इन अ मिरर एंड यू शुड फील दैट कॉन्फिडेंट इन योरसेल्फ. ओके फाइन, यू आर लुकिंग ऑसम टुडे. खुद से बात करना बहुत जरूरी है. दैट सेल्फ टॉक, सेल्फ एस्टीम, सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस, एवरीथिंग हैज टू बी देयर. Then build that individuality in you, that okay fine, today I am looking the best, today I am the best, yes, this is what I need to be. So fashion is something created by ourselves. It is not created by world will create fashion because they need to just show people that that is a trend. देखा जाओ तो जो मॉडल्स रैंप पे चलती हैं वो उन पे ही सूट करता है वो ड्रेस, जो कुछ भी उठ पटांग ड्रेस पहन लेती है बट अच्छी लगती है बिकॉज दे मेंटेन देयर पर्सनैलिटी लाइक दैट. टॉल होती हैं, स्लिम होती हैं एंड दे वॉक ऑन अ रैम्प बिकॉज दैट इज नीड ऑफ दैट दैट टाइम. दे नीड टू वॉक ऑन अ रैम्प एंड शो स्टॉपर या फिर जो भी फैशन डिजाइनर है दे हैव टू सिलेक्ट सम पीपल जो उन पे ही वो ड्रेस फिट होगी. तो आप अपने खुद के बन जाओ ना फैशन डिजाइनर कि मेरे ऊपर ये ड्रेस फिट होनी चाहिए. जब मैं रैंप पे वॉक करूंगी, रैंप इज लाइक पूरी दुनिया आपके लिए रैंप. व्हेन आई वॉक इन ऑफिस इट्स माय थिंग. पूरी दुनिया मुझको देखेगी बिकॉज
Loved
मॉडल्स
it.
क्यों चलती है रैंप पे, क्योंकि वो एक ही कॉन्फिडेंस से चलती है, दिस इज समथिंग विच इज मेंट फॉर मी. इसलिए वो डिजाइनर ने मुझे पसंद किया है, इसलिए वो डिजाइनर चाहता था कि ये ड्रेस मैं ही पहनूं. क्यों वो शोट और शो शॉपर्स को भी पसंद करते हैं, दे सिलेक्ट शो शॉपर्स इजंट इट, कि ऑन दैट बेसिस की यस ये इसके साथ जाने वाला है बिकॉज शी कैरीज लॉट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस, लेट मी मेक हर अ शो स्टॉपर. हर एक मॉडल शो स्टॉपर नहीं बन पाती है, हर एक ही मॉडल बन पाएगी बिकॉज शी ग्रैब्स दैट अटेंशन ऑफ अ डिजाइनर. देन यू बिकम योर ओन शो स्टॉपर ना, यू बिकम दैट डिजाइनर कि यस आज मैं ये पहनूंगी ना और रैंप पे चलूंगी. रैंप इज नथिंग बट इट्स द होल
Yeah.
वर्ल्ड इज अ रैंप.
Wherever you
Walk on
go,
the
whatever
ramp and
you're doing.
feel that confidence, and that is something which will definitely will grab the attention of each and every person in the world because you carry that with yourself.
Right. Love this part. Like, when you said that आप खुद अपने डिजाइनर बन जाओ. Love that part. Awesome. So,
Yes.
yeah, coming back to the relationships part. So, how important it is to understand, like, what kind of a person you will be comfortable with. Like many people today, they don't know what kind of people they will be comfortable with, and like sometimes they know themselves, sometimes they don't know themselves, but they are always trying to find out, there are some people who are still like aging and all, but then still unka marriage nahi ho raha hai, and then they are like not able to find the right kind of person. So what will be
Hmm.
your message to them, like who are not able to
Okay.
understand or find out like what person is suitable for them?
Of course. See, yes, of course. Like, see, it's marriage is something. It's an it actually each and every major things whatever happens in our life, it happens because and it happens in a very short span. अगर कुछ होना है ना हमारे साथ, चाहे मैरिज ही हो जाए या हमको इस दुनिया में ही आना है, लाइक एक बच्चे को पैदा ही होना है, दैट इज ऑल समथिंग रिलेटेड विथ नेचर. तो व्हेन आई से नेचर, सो वी आर द पार्ट ऑफ द नेचर. लेट्स कनेक्ट विथ नेचर, देन ऑटोमेटिकली चीजें होना शुरू हो जाए हमारे साथ. सो कुछ लोगों की बहुत जल्दी जल्दी शादी हो जाती है बिकॉज वो लोग कनेक्ट हो जाते हैं शायद से नेचर से, शायद बहुत जल्दी से, कि उनको पता रहता है कि हाँ ठीक है इस एज में शादी होनी है, इस एज में ये करना है, वो एक ट्रेंड के साथ जुड़े हुए रहते हैं. दे सी अराउंड थिंग्स वेरी नेचुरली इन फ्रंट ऑफ देम. दे
Hmm.
डोंट जज एवरीथिंग कि हाँ भाई मेरी 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 30 ईयर्स हो गई, मेरी शादी नहीं हो रही, मैं 20 ईयर्स में क्यों शादी करूं. नो, दे जस्ट गो विद द फ्लो. तो इसलिए लोगों के लाइफ में ब्लॉक क्रिएट हो जाता है बिकॉज दे डोंट गो विद द फ्लो. या नहीं भी होती है शादी, दैट इज ऑल्सो अ फ्लो. सो वी हैव टू फर्स्ट गेट इन टू दैट नेचुरल थिंग, go with the flow, with the nature, with the God created thing. That's it. And then things will actually either start happening or something very good will happen to you. वही होगा, ये दो ही चीजें होंगी. या तो जिन लोगों की शादी नहीं हो रही है वो हो जाएगी, या फिर जो लोगों की शादी अगर होनी ही नहीं है इसलिए नहीं होनी है बिकॉज समथिंग वेरी बिगर इज कमिंग ऑन देयर वे. That is the reason God has created something very good with them. We need to get into that trust. We need to get into that flow of nature. Nature has decided this for me. अब एक आम, अगर आम का पेड़ है, उसमें अगर कुछ आम बहुत जल्दी आके नीचे गिर जाए, कुछ आम थोड़े से देर से आए, या फिर कुछ आम जल्दी पक जाएंगे, कुछ पकेंगे ही नहीं. तो क्यों? क्योंकि वो भी एक पार्ट ऑफ नेचर ही है. उसका मतलब वो आम तो बुरा नहीं मान जाएगा ना, तो कि मैं अभी तक पका क्यों नहीं या फिर जो भी है. बट इट्स लाइक इट्स ओके. एंड व्हेन वी सी कि हाँ भाई, वो हम थोड़ा ना एंशियस हो जाएंगे वो आम को देख के कि वो आम पक क्यों नहीं रहा है इतने दिन से, तो दूसरे आम तो पक गई, ये आम क्यों नहीं पक रहा है अभी तक. बिकॉज वो नेचर है, उसको जब पकना है वो पक जाएगा. तो जब
Right.
शादी होनी है हो जाएगी. नहीं भी होनी है, मे भी वो नेचर से शायद से अलाइन नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ बहुत बड़ा होने वाला है, इसलिए शायद से वो ब्लॉक है। अगर so we have to completely accept that flow and be happy in your own thing. As an individual, you be happy. Then जो होनी है चीज वो तो होनी ही है. It has to happen at
Oh,
the right
the
time.
fabulous answer. Just loved it. It touched my heart so deeply that, just be in the flow and जो होना है वही होगा, right? It happens like, I get a lot of things from people when I connect with कि मैंने इतना सब कुछ कर लिया, but still this is not happening. So that's such a beautiful way of explaining things, like it is nature that it is going to take its own time.
Yeah. And God will create that nature for us. We have to be in just in one thing is only alignment with God. Because at the end of the day, that relationship matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. As an individual, that relationship matters a lot. When you get in touch with your higher self and your higher self further get in touch with higher power. So that is something which will create miracles for ourselves. As an individual, as a single, as a married person, or as anybody we are, whatever role we are playing.
Awesome, awesome. It was so amazing talking to you, Nafees. I didn't realize that we have already covered that, like that much
Wow.
time. It was just so amazing. So we have now reached to the end of this session. So let's conclude with one concluding message from you to everyone, like one single line that you totally believe in and you want to share with everyone.
Yes, sure. See, recently I have read in one book, Don't Think Everything You Believe. That is one of the very good books I have found. And in that book, it was given that thinking is suffering and thought is a power, actually. So let's conclude with this quote, which I have recently have read in the book, that thinking is suffering. Don't think about something which is actually getting into you are suffering. Rather, create a thought every day, every moment for yourself, which will actually connect you with your own self and connect you with everything around you, whether it is a living or a non-living thing, or whether it is circumstances, situations, or whatever. Whenever you are just feeling yourself blocked in any way, then don't think about it. Only create a thought which will actually equally make you powerful physically, mentally, psychologically, every way you will just become powerful, because you need to just create. We are all creators. Always get into that part. Don't get into suffering which is not aligning with you, with your own self. You're not aligning with anything around. So that part I really want to conclude with, that don't suffer, only create.
Powerful thought, such a powerful thought. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for bringing all the grace that you carry with yourself to this session. And let's create a thought right now, as you said, that may this get spread out to everyone who wants to listen to this and who wants to get answers from this. So let's create that thought. And with that, we conclude our session. Thank you so much for being here, Nafees.
Thank
Love you
you.
lots.
Love you a lot, Sia. Thank you so much. Huge, huge, huge gratitude to you. And
Big
even I
hug.
would like to, yes, of course, I would like to even pay that gratitude to whomsoever are going to check our video further. A huge gratitude to all of them, and stay in love, stay connected with yourself. First, just, in the digital world, stay connected with yourself first. Don't get with all your gadgets. Don't get connected with them. We are
Right.
the major gadget, actually. We have that power. We are the major thing, actually. Just be into that flow.
Superb,
So,
superb,
thank you,
amazing.
thank you,
Had
thank you,
a
Sia.
great time with you. See you soon. Bye
Same
bye.
here.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you for being here.
Take care. Love you all.